Our Bob Pisani is here at Post 9 with a very special guest.
And importantly, of course, finally, we've been waiting many, many months for the Ether ETFs to launch. All of them are launching. Samara Cohen is here, Chief Investment Officers of ETF and Index Investment at BlackRock. You've got a lot of skin in this game here. First off, they're all launched. They're all up and going. Are they tracking Ether? That's what people ask about. And do you have any sense that this could be the big hit that Bitcoin ETFs were 7 months ago?
Well, it is early days, but it is a really important day for investors, as you said, Bob. They have been trading first in the pre-market, and now after the open, they've been trading since about 9:30. They are tracking Ether. They are trading with tight premium discounts. They are trading with tight spreads, and importantly, they have broad market maker support. So this is what we've been looking for, really, a successful integration of cryptocurrencies into the TradFi ecosystem, where we have more than 20 market makers who are actively making markets and engaging with these ETFs.
There's been 17 billion in total inflows into ETFs since this started 7 months ago with Bitcoin. Any sense that of the size of what this could attract? I mean, Bitcoin is, what, 1.3 trillion in assets under management? Ethereum maybe 400 billion, so it's a third the size. I'm trying to get a sense of what kind of inflows you're expecting.
Sure, everybody's trying to get a sense, but the important thing to keep in mind is that this is early days. We are 6 months into the trading of Bitcoin ETFs and 15 years into transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain. We are 4 hours into trading of Ether ETFs and 9 years into transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. And Bob, these are totally different use cases. So while Bitcoin is really known for its scarcity, its 21 million finite supply, Ether is a totally different use case. Ether is known for its utility. It is a programmable blockchain designed to let developers build decentralized applications on the blockchain ecosystem. So for people like us who are, really interested in what the next phase of markets will look like, and is there the possibility to deploy new technology to create innovative use cases and applications, this is a really important space to watch in Ethereum.
That's a great pitch for Ethereum. So I've heard Ethereum enthusiasts say that this is different than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is essentially just a digital currency, but Ethereum uses smart contracts, decentralized finance, and uses blockchain in a completely different way. Are people going to understand that? Is this going to attract people who are actually interested in learning about this new technology that's different than Bitcoin?
Bitcoin may be easier for people to understand in a very high-level pitch. Bitcoin has gotten a lot of attention by people calling it digital gold. It may take more time for people to understand the applications of Ethereum, and that makes sense given the breadth of applications and the breadth of potential use cases. I think, Bob, they are complements to each other, and it's going to be really interesting to see how both play out in the portfolio.
Do you think the election is driving activity and enthusiasm for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? Former President Trump says he's the Bitcoin president. He's speaking at a Bitcoin conference this weekend. Does that move the needle?
I think importantly, what's moved the needle this year, actually, even before this week, in the last couple of weeks, is that there's increasingly bipartisan support, probably based on the interest and adoption we're seeing from investors in digital assets legislation. And how do you create competitive and resilient U.S. markets that allow investors to participate in cryptocurrencies through ETFs?
We got to go, but just very quickly, will this open the floodgates for other crypto ETFs? We now have 2 of them. Is there going to be more?
Bitcoin and Ether, in our view, are really the ones that meet the bar in order to provide the liquidity, market quality, and tracking through an ETF wrapper for investors. So you'll have to have me back at a later date, Bob.